Let's go live over on Instagram. Come on. Here we go. All right, we're going live across every platform. Very good. Today, I'm in here and I'm talking about how to use Artlist and Canva, the combination of both, everybody. I know there are a lot of contractors out there who are beginning their AI journey, and I want to discuss something today because we have a lot of contractors who come to us and they want to create better AI content for their business, but they don't even know where to start. It's like you hear about these apps online like Sora or VO, and you're like, where do I even go to be able to use these things, and how would I pay for it? What does it even look like to start? I want to give you a combination here of two programs today that you can use right now to start your AI journey with creating content. Those programs are Artlist and Canva. And I know that everyone thinks about Canva. If you're like me, you think about it like a 17-year-old, like high school person beginning, like, I don't know, making some flyer for like homecoming. That's what I used to think about Canva. But I think that people need to understand that Canva has evolved immensely. And while it still looks a lot less professional, in my opinion, than what it should, there is an immense opportunity within Canva, if used correctly, to create great graphic art and then also great ads for your account. And what I want to do is take you through our process right now when we have to create great bottom of funnel graphics and how we look at it and approach it, because sometimes we don't have the assets, right? Sometimes all we might have is, I don't know, a picture of a roof, a drone shot of a roof. We may not have the type of shot that we want with somebody working on an HVAC unit. We may not have the shot that we want of somebody who's a landscaper. And when we don't have that stuff, we have to improvise. And I'm telling you, if we don't have the content to be able to put into ads, many of you out there who might be in-house marketing professionals, or maybe you have a $1 to $3 million business where you're having to do the marketing and you're the one who is having to take the videos and you're the one who's trying to disseminate the content, you may not have the content you need to be successful. This combination, Artlist plus Canva, is the beginner's combination to creating great stuff at a reasonable price. So let's first of all understand what this is. I'm going to go into a screen share. Which one should I do right here, brother? I don't know. Let's see if we do screen share. I'm going to bring this one up, make sure that it looks all right on this, okay? I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to go to AI Toolkit. Let's go here. Probably best if we do it that way right there. I'm thinking that's going to be our best bet. Let's see. No, I'm going to go here. What do you think about this one? I think that's the way we should go. Everyone, we do this live, so sometimes when we're doing the screen share, I always want to make sure we'll do it like that for the screen share on that, and then push it back. Yeah. All right. We'll run it this way for you all for the screen share on this, but I'm going to go over to Artlist. If you have not joined Artlist, I encourage you to do that. Artlist has something called an AI toolkit right here. It's where primarily we spend our time. And if you look down here, we have all sorts of projects. This is an HVAC recruiting campaign right there that we developed. All sorts of stuff that we're doing there. Another one that we have up here. There could be anything from that all the way down to a roofer surveying somebody in the neighborhood right there and doing it looks like an inspection that we came up with right there. All of this is AI generated. Now, why do I say that you should use Artlist over perhaps trying to do it yourself? Well, let's just take this account that I have up right now. For those of you who are watching, you're following along, I'm going to expand this out. You can see right here that we've generated a prompt, and there are very simple ways to work through Artlist. First, you can simply give it a prompt and it can generate a photo for you. In addition, you can give it a reference photo right here and tell it to generate a photo for you. You can go down here and click on the little video icon, and you can take a picture that you give it and turn that into a 3 to 5 second video. You can do all sorts of amazing things with this, all at the touch of a button in one place. Now, here's what makes it also special. You also have audio and voiceover stuff. You have music that you can make with it. But let's take what we use most often, which is going to be create an image or going image into video. Down here, before we ever do anything, we can choose the program that we want to use to create that picture or that video. And so what Artlist has done is they put everything at your fingertips right here. So you have access to Nano Banana 2 and 1, Artlist Original, Kling 3.0, Kling 03, all the stuff, Grok Images, all the stuff that you hear about is right here. And the way you pay for it is through credits. So with this at your fingertips, you can choose the program you think that best suits your need. If it's maybe going to video, if we click on this down here and the programs it's going to give us, the programs change. You can choose if you want Sora 2 or VO 3.0 or 3.1 Lite, Klingo 3. All of these have a different cost depending on what they can do for your business. But everything is in one spot for you. If you're going around and trying to do it at different places, in my opinion, for someone who's beginning, it's going to become confusing, especially since you really don't know which ones are going to work for you the best. This right here puts everything at your fingertips. The next thing I will tell you is this. You get in here, it gives you a certain amount of credits. At the top right here, you can see that ours is almost gone. Once you have that and you've got your into art list and you know that you're going to develop something, my suggestion would be this. Now, what you do, the second step after art list, is you want to get into your typical ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use as a language learning model. And then what you want to do is help to prompt the AI correctly. If you could see the last art list video or picture that we had, there was a long prompt that we gave it right there. What we do is use a language learning model like GPT or whatever you decide to use, Perplexity, I don't care what it is, anything will work. Tell it what you're looking to accomplish from the picture. Let it know that it's a meta ad that you're running. Let it know that you want it to be ultra realistic. Describe the ad that you're looking for. And what will happen is that because GPT is able to understand your business and you and speech better than what Artlist will, it'll generate an accurate prompt for you. And then you can adjust your prompt depending on what it gives you. But don't try to just go into Artlist and create your own AI based on your limited vocabulary. You're going to want to tell GPT or something that you're using Artlist and that what you're trying to create with your words, and allow it to ask you questions and allow it to be the one copy and paste that prompt to be able to put into Artlist to give you the best possible image. Now, I started with this by saying what you also want to do is layer in Canva. And I know people sometimes think like, okay, well, if I'm going to go ahead and have the money that I'm spending on Artlist, why am I going to need a Canva here to be able to create anything? And it's because of Canva's magic layers that make it actually an attractive thing. If you don't know what Canva magic layers are, it, in my opinion, is the strongest tool Canva has come out with in years. And it allows you to manipulate any picture that you put into Canva to create your own. Let me show you an example of what this looks like right now. So I'm going to go into my Canva currently, okay? And I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to show you an example of an ad and what Canva layers can do after you've been generated an ad, after you generate an ad from Artlist. So let's take a look. I'm going to go here. Let's go into Canva. I think this is good. Which one's Canva? Oh, there we go. Canva. Let's go here. I'll share the sound. All right, let's go back. I really want to show you how we use this right now. Here's this. Sharing this. Let's go into this one right here. Making sure I'm showing you all the screen right here. No, it's not. So give me 1 second. I'm doing this all live, so forgive me, everybody. Let's go here. I want to share that one. Perfect. Now we're talking, all right? Let me find this, and I'm going to show you exactly what Canva layers means. Now, everyone, if I look at this picture that currently is on my screen right now, I want you to look. I can't manipulate this picture at all. There's nothing if I want to do anything within this picture that I can do. Now, I may want to change where it says start your career to join our team now. I may want to change now hiring HVAC techs to now hiring qualified professionals, whatever it might be. So, but I'm very limited in what I can do. And if I want to go plug that back into Artlist, every time I try to run one of those things, it's going to cost me money for a different rendition. So you come in here and you quickly just go over where it says edit, and you see where it says magic layers right here. Click on that. This is the most powerful tool I've seen from Canva. And I want you to see in just a matter of seconds what's going to happen here, everybody. 3, 2, here we go. Come on. We're working here against live time, all right? But this will finish to help show you how you can take something from Artlist directly over into Canva and then be able to manipulate that image so that you can get different A/B tests that you can work with. All right, now I'm into this. Now watch. I duplicate this, so I've got an original, I've got everything, okay? Now there's some things that happen. Look, I can now get in here and I can manipulate everything on here. Some of the stuff that made some doubles of, I removed those. So if I want to change this and to start your career, and this needs to join our team now, I can do it. It recognizes the font, it recognizes everything for you and makes the changes automatically. If that doesn't excite you and make it easy for you to make different renditions of things, then I don't know what does. Now, are there quicker ways? Are there other apps that will do this for you and recognize it and spit back out 20 or 30 different renditions? Sure. But there are going to be times where you want specific things that you're going to want to get across that you can A/B test. And join our team. Let's say join our team. Okay, then you just want to do like that because you want to do an A/B test against this one down here. See, again, sometimes it'll do something, make it double like this one. Okay, just remove it. But now instead of apply now, if we join our team here, our team today. It is that easy in order to manipulate the image rather than spending your time going through something like an AI generator to make these small changes. And I'm just going down this list right here, and I'm making these revisions over and over again, depending on what I want to say, and I can run these ads against one another inside of the Meta Ads platform to see what's going to perform best for my client. This combination of using AI content from Artlist plus a Canva magic layers allows for quick and easy and very efficient ways to be able to produce graphic art that you can A/B test within the platform. This is a very beginner's way. I fully understand there are other avenues and there's other AIs that you can use. But if you are just beginning, I can't tell you two things that are better suited, in my opinion, for a beginner. It's so simple. You'd use Artlist, you get a small membership, you prompt Artlist with what you get within GPT, and then you take that image over there and use magic layers within Canva so that you can manipulate the image and come up with stuff that you can A/B test. If you can do a combination of those three things and you're beginning your AI journey, you're going to win. It works, and it's quick and it's efficient. That right there is how I would approach it if you're just beginning your journey. I know there are other places that you can go, everybody. Believe me, I'm not sitting here saying this is the only way that a company can create content. But what I do believe is that it is the simplest way if you are a beginner to get high quality, awesome images that you can use within the Meta Ads platform. If you have any questions, bluecollarmediagroup.com. You can set up a call with me directly. We'll tell you how we do this. A lot of other stuff that we do within the AI world to make sure that our clients are successful. And we'd love to be ones who are able to talk to you. Thanks very much for joining us today. And we'll have another episode tomorrow. We'll learn a little bit more about media, marketing, jump more into the ads manager, whatever's on our minds. So hopefully bring you some value for your business. I'll see you all tomorrow.